They laughed when she fell. They mocked when she cried. But when the girl they humiliated in front of 200 students returned years later, every bully who once slapped her would kneel, begging for mercy. Before you scroll, hit that subscribe button, because this is the story of how pain, betrayal, and humiliation turned an ordinary girl into an unstoppable force that changed everything. It was a bright Monday morning at Crestwood High, the kind of morning that promised laughter and gossip, and for Lily Parker, humiliation. She was quiet, always wore secondhand clothes, always sat alone at the back of the class, her hair tied in a messy ponytail. Her classmates called her rag doll, mocking her thrift store dresses and hand-me-down sneakers. But today, the cruelty was worse. It was the annual, cultural day, when everyone dressed to impress, and Lily, unaware of the cruel plan, showed up wearing her mother's old floral dress, a little faded but full of love. The moment she walked in, whispers began. Then laughter. Then came Veronica Hayes, the queen bee, flawless makeup, rich father, and a heart made of steel. Nice dress, rag doll, Veronica sneered, circling Lily with her friends giggling behind her. Did you borrow it from your grandmother's coffin? The crowd laughed. Lily's face turned crimson. She wanted to disappear, but it didn't end there. Veronica shoved her, and when Lily stumbled, she slapped her, hard. The sound echoed across the courtyard. 200 students stood frozen, watching Lily's cheek turn red, watching her humiliation unfold like a public execution. The teachers saw it too but did nothing. Veronica's father funded the school. Lily's eyes filled with tears, but she didn't cry. She simply whispered, "You'll regret this someday." Everyone laughed louder. Years passed. Lily left Crestwood behind, moved out of town, and worked tirelessly. She took odd jobs, cleaning offices at night, tutoring kids during the day, saving every penny. Nobody knew that Lily was not just a poor girl, she was the hidden heir of the Parker legacy. Her late father's business empire had been stolen by his corrupt partner, who happened to be Veronica's father. When Lily turned 18, she discovered the truth through a letter her father had written before he died. "My dear Lily," it read, "they took everything from us, but they can't take your mind. Reclaim what's yours." Those words burned in her memory, fueling her ambition. She worked days without rest, studied business at night, and by 24, she had built her own company, Phoenix Technologies, a rising empire shaking the industry that once rejected her. No one recognized her now, elegant, confident, commanding respect with every step. One day, Crestwood High announced its 15-year reunion gala, sponsored by none other than Hayes Industries. Veronica, now the CEO after her father's retirement, was thrilled to show off her wealth and connections. Invitations went out to all alumni, including Lily Parker. Veronica laughed when she saw Lily's name on the guest list. "Let her come," she told her assistant. "It'll be fun to see the poor girl pretending to fit in." The night of the reunion arrived. The ballroom shimmered with golden lights, filled with laughter, music, and old classmates flaunting their success. Veronica stood in the center, dressed in a glittering red gown, her husband, another former classmate, Jason Miller, by her side. But the moment the doors opened and Lily walked in, the room fell silent. She wore a simple black dress, elegant and powerful, her posture radiating quiet dominance. Even Jason couldn't take his eyes off her. Veronica's smile faltered. "Lily," she whispered, disbelief flooding her face. Lily nodded politely, walking past her without a word. When the host announced, tonight's special sponsor, Phoenix Technologies, whose CEO will deliver a short address, every head turned. Veronica froze as Lily stepped onto the stage. "Good evening," Lily began, her voice calm but commanding. "It's an honor to be back where everything began. This school taught me many things, resilience, courage, and how cruelty can be the sharpest teacher of all." She paused, locking eyes with Veronica. "Some of you might remember me as the girl who was slapped in front of 200 students. But that slap taught me more about power than any textbook ever could. And tonight, I return not as the girl you pitied, but as the woman who bought the company that owns this building." Gasps echoed. Cameras flashed. Veronica's face went pale. Jason's jaw dropped. Lily continued, "Phoenix Technologies recently acquired Hayes Industries in a merger finalized yesterday. Effective immediately, I'll be restructuring, starting with leadership changes." Murmurs spread like wildfire. Veronica stumbled to her feet, shaking. You can't do this," she stammered. Lily smiled coldly. "Oh, but I already did. Remember when you said I'd always be beneath you? Funny how life changes." Veronica's perfect facade cracked as tears welled up. Please, Lily, I didn't mean, save it, Lily interrupted. You taught me that mercy is a weakness. Consider this lesson complete. But Lily wasn't done. Later that night, after the event, Jason approached her privately. Lily, I'm sorry for what happened back then. I was young and stupid. Lily looked at him, her eyes softening for the first time. We all were, she said quietly. But some wounds never fade. Jason hesitated, then confessed, I married Veronica for money. She's been cruel to everyone, including me. You were the one who always had something real. Lily smiled sadly. Then maybe you should learn to choose kindness next time. She walked away, leaving Jason speechless. Days later, the news spread like wildfire, Veronica's assets frozen, her company dissolved, and Lily Parker crowned as one of the youngest billionaires in the country. But Lily didn't use her wealth for revenge alone. She built scholarships, funded schools, and created programs for bullied children. No one should feel powerless, she told reporters. Her story went viral, from slapped to CEO, the girl who changed everything. Months later, Lily returned to Crestwood one last time, visiting the old classroom where it all happened. She touched the desk where she once cried, then smiled. You did it, Dad, she whispered. We did it. As she turned to leave, a group of students rushed up to her. Miss Parker, is it true you were bullied here? One asked shyly. Lily nodded. Yes, she said softly. But remember, being bullied doesn't make you weak. It gives you a reason to rise higher. Outside, Veronica stood near the gates, looking lost. Her makeup was smeared, her pride gone. Lily, she called, voice trembling. Lily stopped, her back straight. What do you want, Veronica? Forgiveness, she whispered. I know I don't deserve it, but I can't live like this anymore. Lily looked at her for a long moment. Forgiveness isn't for you, she said finally. It's for me. And with that, she walked away, not with anger, but peace. In the years that followed, Lily's story became legend, a story told in classrooms, on social media, and in corporate seminars. The girl who turned pain into power. But only Lily knew the full truth, that sometimes, the greatest revenge isn't destroying your enemies, but thriving so brightly that their darkness fades into irrelevance. And somewhere deep inside, she still remembered that slap, not as a wound, but as the spark that ignited her destiny.